Satisfying afternoon, Neil?
Yeah, definitely. The fact that we're through the first qualifying round of the FA Trophy, definitely. Said last week, this club needs a cup run, and we need to win a few games and hopefully get a decent draw at home and get a big conference side down here. And it's important that we put right what was wrong a few weeks ago against Kozel. And I think we've done that. I think we played really well. Some great football from start to finish. Some of the football we played first half was excellent. Needed to be a little bit more ruthless in front of goal, but dominated the game, dominated the ball, dominated possession and territory, and I think fully deserved the victory.
Neil Harvey had some big shoes to fill with the injury to Christian, but he's done well today. Man of the match, got his goal.
Yeah, well, I had no doubt that Harves would come in and do a good job for us. He's still lacking fitness. I think you can see in terms of that extra yard of getting away from people, still not quite there yet because he missed a lot of his pre-season. But I said a few weeks ago that we've signed a Conference North striker, in my opinion. The fact that he hasn't played yet, or much football yet, and hasn't started a game, he's down to the fact that Dakes and Ben have done really well and scored goals, and they've both got a trick apiece Tuesday night. But one man's downfall is another man's gain in terms of Dakes picking up a knock, so he's going to be out for a couple of 2 or 3 weeks by the looks of it. And I thought Harves was absolutely brilliant today. Got hold of the ball, sees the picture, knows what's around him, and so just needs that extra yard that he'll get with games now and sharpness, and he'll be brilliant for us.
So the one down point was the fact that you went ahead, but then 2 minutes later you were pegged back again. So 1-1 at half time. What did you say to them?
Well, you're always at your most vulnerable when you've just scored. You've got lads still quite joyous over scoring, and they scored a couple of minutes after, and we're not good enough yet as a squad of players to think that just going to go on and win the game comfortably. And I'm not happy, but in a way I'm pleased that this run we're on, it shows if you're not quite right and you don't set up quite right after you've scored and you think it's going to be easy and you're going to want to win 2 or 3-0, you're sadly mistaken, because teams like Tividale can punish you. And their goal was 2 passes, the ball's in the back of our net. So, and they deserved it. They won that first and second ball middle of the park for that phase of play, and they get their goal. And what did I say at half time? We just to be patient really, because after they scored we had all the ball again, and we just started to show a little bit of, not naivety, but things that crept into our game before the Tividale game in the league at their place, where we're just forcing things a little bit too much, and our shape not being what it should be. So we just reiterated that at half time, just to be patient. We were going to have all the ball second half, and a chance would come to take it and make sure that we kept them to one against, and we did that. Having said that, there was a couple of hairy moments, a couple of free headers, balls into our box from corners, which we've just spoke about at the end of the game. It's important that whilst we're on this good run and we're playing some real good football, that we do the basics right, and that's picking up from set pieces, making sure we track runners, heading and kicking it as defenders if you need to, and just doing the basics of defending, because if you don't, you get punished.
There's 3 times you've played Tividale this season now, and you're top of the league, they're bottom, but it doesn't reflect that, does it? They always give you a good game.
They're a good side. Their league position is a false one in my opinion. They've got some good players. They've got a good manager, and Spiller's a good coach as well. They're both young and learning the trade, but they know the game. They've both been around the game a long time, and they know the league and they know the level, and they'll get some more good players around and they'll build. They're in a false position, and they give us 3 really tough games. And today was tough, although we've dominated the ball, they've stuck at it, these players have stuck at it and made it hard for us, defended well. They knew our strengths and they defended deep so that they didn't allow the ball in behind, so we had to make sure that we were good in possession. And you're right, you wouldn't have known that perhaps we're top and they're near the bottom, and that's a compliment to them. It's also a compliment to us. It's always difficult playing against lower opposition because you've got to make sure that you maintain your levels mentally and technically, and I think we've done that today.
A word on your debutant, Jake. He couldn't have marked in a better way, really, could he?
I thought he had a superb 20-minute cameo. That's what I brought him to the club to do, but for longer periods, obviously. Left and right foot, strong, up and down, work rate that is required from a winger, and then his goal, great touch, comes inside, left foot, straight in the bottom corner, wins us the game. And that's what he's got, abundance of ability, but it's his work rate and effort and his desire to do well for the team. And you'll see that the longer he's here and the more minutes he gets, the fitter he'll get. Hasn't played a lot of football, had a month out. I thought he was excellent for his 20 minutes.
Lincoln United in the next round.
Yeah, home tie. It's all we can ask for. A decent gate, another home game, which is good revenue for the club. I'm really pleased that we've got through, and there's some revenue for obviously getting through. That's good. Helps the club. And a home tie. What more can you ask for?
Great stuff.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks.
Thank you.
Right.